In this video, I'm going to take you through my realistic, quick and simple morning routine. This is the routine that is going to allow you to thrive every single day. So I committed myself to this simple routine for 4 weeks, and honestly, no BS, my life has dramatically changed. So if right now you're feeling anxious, you've got low mood, you've not got any motivation, you're making bad decisions, maybe you're really indecisive, you're constantly snacking, reaching for junk food, and generally you just feel rubbish, keep listening because I'm going to take you through the 9 simple steps that are going to change your life. As always, I've included timestamps in this video so you can skip to the part that most interests you. But what I will say is the first few steps, the first 4 steps, it is critical that you do those in that certain order in order for this routine to work. So let's get into it. So step number 1, and this step is absolutely critical. You must get this first step right or the whole day is ruined. Step number 1, do not reach for your phone as soon as you wake up. Resist the temptation to go on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. When you give in to that temptation and immediately go on social media first thing in the morning, you are setting yourself up to fail big time. That is not a peaceful way to start your day. Going on social media is a stressor. Being bombarded with all the colourful images, all the information, that is too much for your brain first thing. The main focus of this routine is calming the body and mind, and that will honestly set you up to thrive for the day. You must train yourself to not go on your phone first thing in the morning. My advice to you when it comes to your phone, do not go on social media until after 10 a.m. That's what I'm currently following, and I feel so much better. Obviously, once you've done these 9 steps, if you want to go on WhatsApp, message your friends, if you want to take a call, that's absolutely fine. But what I would say is critical here, do not go on social media for at least the first hour upon waking. Step number 2 is hydration. The first thing I like to put into my body in the morning is water. I just feel like it cleanses out your systems. You've probably not drank water for at least 7 hours, so I think it's really critical to get yourself hydrated first thing in the morning. When you are dehydrated, it negatively impacts absolutely everything. So it impacts energy levels, it impacts cognitive function, your ability to make decisions, and also it can really impact food cravings. When we're dehydrated, we're more likely to snack, and also being dehydrated can cause you physical symptoms like headaches as well. So it is so important that we hydrate first thing in the morning. Then step 3, before we get into the calming practices that I'm going to explain in step 4 and step 5, it's really important that we wake ourselves up a bit. So step number 3, either go and take a shower or just go and wash your face. Even if it's just splashing some cold water on your face, just get up out of bed and wake yourself up a bit. If you don't wake yourself up, you are not going to feel the full positive benefits of these calming practices because basically you'll still be half asleep. If you're taking a shower, you've probably heard about the benefits of having cold showers. I used to do a cold shower every day, but recently I've stopped and now I just take an ice bath maybe twice a month. It's totally up to you whether you want to do the cold shower or not, but a 2-minute cold shower has been proven to have some really positive impacts on your physical and mental health. Okay, next up, step number 4 is breathwork. Practicing breathwork has been an absolute game changer for me. Taking that time to focus on your breath and calm the body, this simultaneously calms your mind as well. And committing to this practice every single day has impacted my anxiety and depression massively. Breathwork calms the body and the mind simultaneously, and it helps to regulate your nervous system. And when it comes to the breathwork, it does not take much time or effort at all. If you go on YouTube, there's a 10-minute guided breathwork by Wim Hof. I used to use this one all the time and it's really good. Or what I do now, I simply take 30 breaths in the morning and it takes me about 5 minutes. I do it in 3 sets of 10 breaths. So I'll do 4 seconds breathing in, hold for 4 seconds, and 4 seconds breathing out. I'll do 10 of those, and then at the end of the 10 breaths, I'll hold my breath for probably 30 minutes, maybe up to 1 minute. When I'm holding my breath, I don't time this on a timer. I just do what feels comfortable for me. And then I'll take another 10 breaths with the 4 in, hold for 4 and 4 out method. Hold my breath at the end, and then do a final set of 10 and hold my breath at the end. Then step number 5, we go into the meditation. It's up to you in which order you want to do the breath work and meditation. You could do the meditation before the breath work, but honestly, for me, I just feel like it's really good to do the breath work first because it sets your intention. You're clearing out any negative energy and you're calming yourself before you start the meditation. So yeah, personally, I prefer to do the breath work first, but it's totally up to you. So again, with the meditation, it doesn't need to take long. If you're a beginner and you're struggling to relax, start with 5 minutes. I always do a guided meditation. So I've gone on Spotify and I found this guy called Jason Stevenson. I'll put some screenshots of the meditations that I do on the screen now. I basically alternate between a 20 to 30 minute chakra meditation or a 30-minute surrender meditation. Obviously, if you've not got 30 minutes, you can stop doing these guided meditations at any time. 15 minutes in, you can stop doing them. On average, I would say I do 20 minutes every single day. So this practice really doesn't take up a lot of my time. If you're new to this, I'd recommend doing some research and experimenting. So go on YouTube, go on Spotify and search guided meditations and see which one really gels with you. Honestly, meditation has completely changed my life. I started doing meditation years ago, but I didn't keep it up consistently every day. So I never ended up gaining the full positive impact of doing this practice. Again, meditation, it calms the body, it simultaneously calms the mind. You're going to have less anxious thoughts on a daily basis. You're going to have less depressive thoughts, and you're going to be less likely when the negative thoughts do come up. You're not automatically going to jump on those thoughts and believe them and catastrophize those thoughts. Doing the breath work, doing the meditation, it allows you to move into the role of being the observer. So what do I mean by that? It's being the observer of your thoughts, knowing that you are not your thoughts, but a positive thought comes up, a negative thought comes up, and you don't automatically believe those thoughts and act on them. You question those thoughts, maybe take some thoughts that are useful. When negative thoughts come up, you say, oh yeah, there's that negative thought. You know what? I'm not going to act on that thought. And that is what being the observer is. And it allows you to operate at a higher level in your life. And on this level, you have more peace, you have clarity, you make better decisions. And because of this, you're just more happy on a daily basis. You've got less anxiety. I get it. If you're not used to doing these calming practices, you're addicted to these quick and fast dopamine hits. You are initially going to struggle with these practices potentially. But what you must do if you want to set yourself up to thrive and feel 100 times better on a daily basis, you've just got to bite the bullet and commit to these practices for at least 1 month, every day for at least 1 month before you give up. And trust me, by the end of the 4 weeks, you will be feeling the positive benefits of these practices. Don't give up after 2 weeks. Don't give up after 3 weeks. Keep going solidly for 4 weeks. Also, when it comes to the meditation, I prefer to do it laid down on my bed. I close my eyes and I have my palms facing upwards. It's up to you whether you want to lay down and do it or sit down on your sofa, your bed, or a chair. But make sure you set up a relaxing and comfortable environment where you have 0 distractions. Okay, so step number 6. After we've done our breathwork and meditation, we are going to do 1 A5 page of journaling. Again, this will not take you much time. I can do this in 5 minutes. If you're taking it a bit slower, maybe it'll be just over 5 minutes. So when it comes to journaling, this is what I want you to do. If your confidence is low, write affirmations. So write positive statements like, I am beautiful, I am capable, I'm intelligent, I am loved, I am worthy. And literally just fill a page repeating those affirmations. And what happens is they go into your brain, they go into your subconscious, and it starts rewriting the narrative in your mind. And again, this is going to really positively impact your feelings of anxiety and low mood, and also your energy levels. So if your confidence is low, write affirmations. If you're feeling a bit down, express gratitude. Write down all the things that you're thankful for in your life. And when I do this, I really take it back to basics. So I'll be saying stuff like, I'm grateful for this apartment that I live in, that I'm not homeless. I'm grateful that I've got access to food and water. I'm grateful that I've got a loving family. I'm grateful that I've got a really lovely friend that I can depend on. I'm grateful for my kind and caring partner. So remind yourself of how rich you are in other ways. Yes, maybe you might not be exactly where you want to be in life right now, but remind yourself of all the things in this present moment that you have. Journaling is also an amazing tool in order to manifest. So if you want to manifest, write down your future goals and dreams as if you've already achieved them. So write about your future life as if it's already happening. These are the foundations of manifestation, because when you're writing every day about that dream life, your mind already thinks that's come true. And when you're writing about your dream life every day, it's the primary focus. You're feeding that into your mind and your consciousness. And this will impact your actions and behaviors on a daily basis, and you'll start taking steps forward to create that dream life. And finally, if you're feeling stressed, everything that's going on in your head, offload that and dump it onto the paper. So write down a page, or you don't have to do one page. If you're enjoying it, if you're in the flow, you might want to write 2 pages, 5 pages, but write down everything that's going on in your mind. And that in itself is just such a cathartic practice of dumping all that busyness in your head onto a piece of paper. It is instantly going to help to calm you. Okay, now we've done our calming practices. Step number 7, I get up and make the bed. So why is this important? Because when we have a clean and tidy space, this again creates calmness and gives us clarity within our minds. What I've learned over these last 5 years on my healing journey is that the little things really, really matter. Things like making your bed for the day, it is just setting a really good, positive intention. Step number 8, I get ready for work. So I do my hair, do my makeup, and get dressed. And the 9th and final step, I'll have my breakfast. I usually end up eating my breakfast when I get to work. It would be preferable to eat your breakfast in peaceful surroundings, and really take your time to eat and enjoy your food and just have that moment to yourself. So what you decide to have for breakfast is really critical, because the main focus within this routine is about creating a peaceful start to your day. If you suffer with anxiety, and at step 9 now, when we're having breakfast, you decide to have a coffee, you have literally undone all that hard work. If you suffer with anxiety, you should not be drinking caffeine. I see and hear so many people who say they have anxiety, but they're drinking coffee or tea in the morning. In the past, I really struggled with anxiety, and over these last few years, I've really tuned into my body. And I've realized I cannot drink caffeine. It makes me so anxious, and it literally ruins my day. I've spoke to some people about this, and they've said, oh yeah, I'm anxious, but caffeine doesn't affect me. But these people have never attempted to give up coffee. Most people who I speak to, they've maybe given it up for 1 or 2 days and then said it doesn't affect them, or they're just in complete denial because they absolutely love their morning coffee. But there is such thing as decaf. I drink decaf tea because I'm so sensitive to caffeine. Even regular tea can make me have anxiety. And honestly, it's just not worth it. If you want to be less anxious, if you want to feel happier on a daily basis, you need to quit the caffeine. So yeah, when it comes to breakfast and what you're going to drink, have some more water, have a decaf tea, have a decaf coffee, but do not go for the caffeine. So when it comes to the foods that we're going to eat for breakfast, your focus needs to be on eating whole foods, foods that are going to fill you up for the longest period of time. foods that are low in refined sugar. So these are some traps that you could fall into when it comes to breakfast time. We want to be avoiding a bowl full of granola or a breakfast bar, a croissant. These things, even though they're marketed as being nutritious, they are full of sugar. So instead, what I would recommend is porridge, Greek yogurt and fruits. If you want something more savory, maybe eggs, sourdough, avocado, healthy fats. These things are going to keep you full for a long amount of time, so you're less likely to be snacking. But also they're going to make you feel good. They're going to maintain your energy levels. If you eat a big bowl of granola for your breakfast, you're actually going to be crashing from that sugar dip in an hour. So guys, I'm going to wrap this video up here. My final words of advice, if you're going to take anything away from this video, no social media first thing in the morning, no coffee if you suffer with anxiety, do the breath work, do the meditation. Those are the 4 key things that I want you to take away from this video. I know that you might be feeling a bit of resistance towards the breath work and meditation, but honestly, start small, build yourself up. And literally, you only need 30 minutes for the breath work and meditation, maybe 10 minutes for the breath work, 20 minutes for the meditation, or however long you want to do for both practices. It's completely up to you, but you only really need 30 minutes. And that part, those 2 steps are absolutely critical. Maybe this routine is going to require that you get up a little earlier. Because maybe at the minute your routine looks like you need to leave the house at 8 a.m. So you're waking up at 7:30, spending 10 minutes on social media, quickly getting ready, grabbing a Starbucks on your way to work. So if that's your current routine and on a day-to-day basis, you're feeling anxious, you've got low mood, you've not got much motivation, you're not making the best decisions, and generally you just don't feel like you're thriving, those few hours in the morning are so critical for setting you up for a great day. And if you want to feel like you're thriving in life, you have got to invest in yourself. You've got to make sacrifices, and you've got to be disciplined and consistent. Practice, practice, practice. Every day, dedicate yourself to this. And in no time at all, this is going to be second nature to you. Just like cleaning your teeth in the morning, this little routine is going to become second nature to you, especially when you start feeling the profound positive impact on your life. You're going to end up addicted to doing this routine, just like I am. Okay guys, I'm going to wrap this video up here. If you found this video useful, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time.